Hey everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Speak English, your go-to spot for learning in a fun and natural way. I'm Sarah.
Hey, Sarah, and a big hello to all our amazing listeners tuning in from everywhere around the globe. It's awesome to be hanging out with you today.
I totally agree, Michael. I'm feeling really good today. I've got my favorite lemon tea right here, and the window's open. I can actually hear the birds singing.
That sounds so nice, Sarah. I've just got a big glass of water today. I'm skipping the coffee this morning, trying to drink more water. Just a little health goal I'm working on.
That's such a good goal, Michael. Gotta take care of yourself.
For sure. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to what we're chatting about today.
Same here. We're diving into something super relatable. It's basically the number one topic every Monday morning.
Oh, I know exactly what that is. We're talking about the weekend.
Bingo! So, what did you get up to last weekend? Honestly, it might be the most asked question on the planet.
It probably is. And honestly, it's such a great way to practice English. You get to tell stories and share little pieces of your life.
Exactly. But hey, Michael, before we jump in, we've got a quick favor to ask everyone listening at home.
Oh, right. If you're enjoying our chats, go ahead and hit that like button right now. It seriously helps us out a ton.
And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to Everyday Speak English. We drop new episodes every week to help you on your learning journey.
Also, feel free to share this with your friends or family if they're learning English too. They can listen right along with you.
Thanks so much, everyone. Okay, Michael, let's get back to the weekend talk.
Sounds good. So, Sarah, how was your weekend? Do anything fun?
You know, it was actually a pretty interesting one. On Saturday, I took a trip to this little town near the mountains.
Oh, the mountains. That sounds so peaceful. Did you go by yourself?
No, I went with my sister, Chloe. We caught the train pretty early in the morning.
I'm a big fan of train rides. You can just stare out the window and zone out.
Yeah, it was really pretty. But Michael, something kind of funny happened on the way.
Oh yeah? What happened?
So I was reading my book and my sister was totally asleep. Then, out of nowhere, the train just stops, and not at a station, like in the middle of nowhere, next to a field.
Wait, seriously? Was something wrong with the train?
That's what I thought. I got a little nervous. But then the driver comes on the speaker and says, "Apologies, everyone, but there are cows on the tracks."
Cows? You're kidding.
Nope. I looked out the window and there they were, like 10 big, slow cows just standing there, completely blocking the way. They weren't moving an inch.
That's hilarious. What did the driver end up doing?
He just waited. We sat there for a good 15 minutes. I just watched the cows munching on grass, looking totally happy and carefree.
So your mountain getaway started with an unexpected cow party?
Pretty much. It was definitely a unique way to start the day. Eventually, they wandered off and we made it to the town.
And what was the town like?
We did a ton of walking. The streets were really old, lined with little shops. My favorite spot was this tiny bookstore. It felt ancient, Michael. The books actually smelled like they'd been there for decades.
I love that smell. Did you end up buying anything?
I did. I found this old book about gardening. I'm hoping to grow some tomatoes this summer, so I figured I should do a little research.
That's awesome. Nothing beats fresh tomatoes.
Totally agree. We grabbed lunch at this small cafe. I had a bowl of vegetable soup and some fresh bread. Super simple, but honestly, so good.
That does sound like a perfect Saturday. What about Sunday?
Sunday was totally different. I just stayed home and worked in my garden. I was pretty worn out from all the walking on Saturday, so I stayed in my pajamas until 10 a.m.
Sundays were basically made for pajamas.
Right? So what about you, Michael? What did your weekend look like?
Mine was a bit more active, I'd say. Saturday morning, I headed to the local park.
Did you go for a run? I know that's your thing.
Yeah, I did. I ran about 5 kilometers. It was tough because it was pretty windy, but I felt great afterward.
Nice job, Michael. 5K is no joke.
Thanks. After my run, I stopped by a garage sale. You know what those are, right?
Yeah, when people sell their old stuff out in front of their house.
Exactly. I love them because you never know what you'll find.
Did you find anything good?
Actually, yeah. I met this older gentleman named Mr. Thompson. He was selling a bunch of old tools and gardening stuff. But then, off in the corner, I spotted this really old guitar.
A guitar? Wait, do you play?
A little. This one was super dusty and looked pretty worn. Mr. Thompson told me it used to belong to his father. He said, "I'd really like this to go to someone who'll appreciate it."
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, we ended up talking for a while. He shared stories about his life and how he'd sit and listen to his dad play music every night. It was honestly really touching.
So, did you buy it?
I did. It wasn't expensive, but it feels really special to me. I spent all Saturday afternoon cleaning it up and restringing it.
Wow, Michael, that's such a cool story. It's not just a guitar, it's got a whole history behind it.
Exactly. It made me realize how many stories are out there if you just take a moment to connect with people.
That's a really nice way to look at it. Sometimes we're in such a rush that we miss the little treasures around us.
Totally. So, yeah, that was my Saturday. A run and a new old guitar.
And Sunday? What'd you do then?
Sunday, I went to my parents' place. We had a big family lunch.
Oh, I love those. Who all was there?
My parents, my brother, and my little nephew, Leo.
How old is Leo now?
He's 4, super fast and super loud.
4-year-olds have endless energy.
Seriously, we played soccer in the backyard. I'm way older than him, but he's way faster. I was totally wiped out.
That's too funny. What was the highlight of the lunch?
Oh, easily the dessert. My mom made this massive chocolate cake, 3 layers of pure chocolate.
3 layers? Okay, I'm officially jealous.
It was amazing. We sat outside, ate cake, and just talked for hours. That was definitely the best part of my weekend.
That sounds like the perfect Sunday. Family, food, and just hanging out.
Yeah, it really was. Made me feel relaxed and ready for the week ahead.
It's all about balance, right? One day for adventure, like my mountain trip, and one day for chilling or family time.
Totally. Hey, I just realized something.
What's that?
We both had food highlights this weekend. You had your soup and I had my cake.
You're right. Food really does make the weekend special, doesn't it?
It sure does. Oh, and we should ask our listeners something.
Yes, if you're still with us, drop weekend vibes in the comments. We'd love to know who's following along.
Yeah, please do. We always enjoy reading your comments. So, Sarah, we covered last weekend, but what about next weekend? Got any plans?
Next weekend? Actually, yeah. A friend of mine is moving to a new apartment.
Oh, moving is a lot. You helping out?
Yep, I'm the designated friend with the big car.
Every group needs that person.
Exactly. We'll be hauling boxes and furniture all Saturday. It'll be a lot of work, but he promised pizza afterwards.
Pizza is the ultimate moving reward. And Sunday?
Sunday, I'm planning to just relax and maybe practice a little on my new old guitar. Try to learn something simple.
That sounds nice. Hopefully we get to hear you play someday.
Maybe. We'll see. What about you, Sarah? What's your next weekend looking like?
I'm staying in the city. There's a new art exhibit at the museum.
Oh, cool. I love the museum. What kind of art?
It's all nature photography, huge photos of animals and landscapes from around the world.
That sounds incredible. I love seeing the world through someone else's lens.
Me too. I'm going with my friend Sarah. After the museum, we're trying a new Italian place. I've heard the pasta there is amazing.
You always find the best food spots.
I try. Life's too short for bad meals, right?
Couldn't agree more. So, art and pasta, that's a very Sarah kind of weekend.
It is. I'm already counting down the days.
It's nice to have something to look forward to. Makes the week fly by.
Totally. Even small things like reading a book or going for a walk can make a difference.
For sure. You don't need a big trip to have a great weekend.
Exactly. It's more about how you feel than what you actually do.
Well said, Michael. I feel kind of inspired now.
Good. Hope our listeners feel that way too.
I bet they do. Talking about our days is such useful practice. You get to use words for time, places, people, emotions.
Yeah, this is real English, not just textbook stuff. It's from real life.
Exactly. Wow, we covered a lot today.
We really did. Long but fun chat.
Should we do a quick recap for everyone?
Great idea. Let's see, we talked about your mountain trip with Chloe and the cows on the tracks.
Right, and my gardening book from that old bookstore.
And we talked about my 5K run and the guitar I found at the garage sale.
And the 3-layer chocolate cake at your parents' house.
Oh, I won't forget that cake anytime soon. And we touched on next weekend, moving furniture and pizza for you, nature photos and pasta for me.
Yep, it was a full conversation.
It was. Hope everyone enjoyed the stories.
Me too. It was great chatting with you, Michael.
Same here, Sarah. And before we sign off, we'd love to hear from you all.
Yes, we've got a few questions for the comments.
First, what did you do last weekend? Tell us one thing.
Second, who did you spend it with? Family, friends, maybe a pet?
And third, what's your plan for next weekend?
We seriously love reading your responses. It's one of the best parts of our day.
Absolutely. Writing your answers in English is such great practice, so don't be shy.
Exactly. Don't stress about mistakes. Just give it a try.
Well, that's all for this episode of Everyday Speak English.
Thanks so much for listening and for being part of our community.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
We'll see you in the next one.
Take care, everyone.
Bye for now.